We do not believe in a ceasefire. We believe in ending the war. And ending the war means exactly that, ending the war on all fronts. In my view, the Americans were drawn into this war by Israel, or more precisely by Netanyahu himself, and I think they themselves do not even know what their ultimate objective is. Every day they talk about something different. Once about regime change, once about dividing Iran, once about the collapse of the government, and once about unconditional surrender. All this was based on a miscalculation, and now they have realized that because of it, they have found themselves in a difficult situation. Those who were demanding unconditional surrender from us are now forced to seek help, even from their own adversaries, to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, inviting other countries and saying, please help. In my opinion, the United States started this war and must also acknowledge that it made a mistake and put an end to its aggression. We are not seeking a ceasefire because we do not want this scenario to be repeated again after some time. Rather, we want the war to end completely and permanently.
In the whole region or just in Iran? Because there's another front in Lebanon also.
In the whole region.
We desire lasting peace throughout the entire region, encompassing all the countries within it.
So if there is a ceasefire that is offered and a lot of guarantees that this is not going to be repeated, but the war, for example, in Lebanon will continue, will this war stop?
I don't think so. First of all, we do not believe in a ceasefire. We believe in ending the war. And ending the war means exactly that, ending the war on all fronts. I think this is also in the interest of peace in the region, that once and for all the issue of war in the region is resolved, and that we witness peace throughout the region, in Lebanon, in Yemen, in Iraq, in Iran, and in other countries of the region. The region should become a stable region characterized by peace, development, and progress. I believe that peace in the region must be comprehensive, encompassing all dimensions of peace and including all countries. There are many countries, our friends, that have proposed ideas and expressed readiness to play a role in achieving peace. We thank all of our friends who are making efforts in this regard. Our position is the same as what I have stated here, and we have also conveyed it to our friends. We do not accept a ceasefire. However, if there is an idea for ending the war that meets our conditions, so that the war ends permanently across the entire region and the damages suffered by Iran are compensated, we will certainly listen to it. I do not know why the Americans and the Israelis still have not understood this point. The Islamic Republic of Iran has a strong political structure with established political, economic, and social institutions. The presence or absence of a single individual does not affect this structure. Of course, individuals are influential, and each person plays their role, some better, some worse, some less. But what matters is that the political system in Iran is a very solid structure. We have not had anyone more important than the leader himself, and even the leader was martyred. Yet the system continued to work and immediately provided a replacement. If anyone else is martyred, it will be the same. If the foreign minister were ever to be martyred, there would ultimately be someone else to take the position.
Aren't you afraid that you might be one of the targets?
Anyone could become a target. In recent days, we have seen that they have no hesitation about targeting any place. So far, 53 hospitals have been attacked, along with many schools. The Minab school, which has now become well known, where 168 students were killed, is the most famous example. But there have been others as well. Bank branches and many residential buildings have also been attacked. Political figures, civilians, scientists, and university professors have all been targeted. It is even possible that the foreign minister could be attacked. But like everyone else, we are standing firm and working for the goals and interests of our country, and we have no hesitation about giving our lives for it if necessary. We did not expand the war. The war is inherently expansive. This is a point we had already warned our friends in the region about for a very simple reason. When the United States attacks us, our armed forces, our missiles, and our drones cannot reach U.S. territory. Therefore, we are inevitably compelled to respond by striking U.S. military bases in the region and attacking U.S. military assets in the region. Unfortunately, these assets are spread across the entire region and regrettably are located on the territory of our friendly countries. This is the nature of this war. When the United States attacks us, coming from 10,000 miles away to strike here, it is only natural that we must respond. First of all, I am truly surprised that the world does not speak out about the attacks on Iran's residential areas, the attacks on schools and hospitals. Why does no one talk about these? But I can say with confidence that we have not attacked civilian targets in neighboring countries. We have not targeted them. Of course, in some places there may be collateral consequences, but that has not been our intention. However, when it comes to striking what the Americans call their bases in the region, it is natural that we have not limited ourselves only to their formal military bases. Wherever there has been a concentration of Americans, wherever they have had facilities belonging to them, those places have been targeted. Some of these may have been close to urban areas. This is not our fault. It's the Americans' fault. They evacuated their soldiers from military bases and moved them into hotels inside cities. Overall, it is the United States' behavior that has brought the region to this point. I accept that our friendly countries are upset and that the people of the region have been harmed. That is why Dr. Pezeshkian apologized to the people of the region, because as a result of U.S. aggression against us and our response and retaliation, they may have been affected. But all of this is America's fault. We did not start this war, we are only defending ourselves. I will repeat, this war is not our war. We did not start it, the United States started it, and is responsible for all the consequences of this war, human and financial, whether for Iran, for the region, or for the entire world. The United States must be held accountable. From our perspective, this is a waterway located next to Iran. Naturally, we will not allow our enemies to use this waterway. At the same time, a war is taking place around it, and naturally, many ships and countries may not want to use this route due to insecurity. Some countries contact us to discuss safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, and we try to provide them with the conditions for such passage. In my view, we need to design new arrangements for the Strait of Hormuz and the way ships pass through it in the future, after the war, so that peaceful navigation through this waterway can be permanently maintained under clear regulations with consideration for Iran's interests and the interests of the region. I believe that after the war, the first step should be drafting a new protocol for the Strait of Hormuz. Naturally, this should be done between the countries that lie on both sides of the strait, as they are the principal parties in this matter, and it should guarantee that safe passage through the strait takes place under specific conditions, conditions that ensure peacefulness. We do not want to witness another war in the region, and we do not want to see the strait closed again. There must be regulations and conditions established that guarantee lasting peace in this region. I can give a message to the people of the United States. This war is neither the war of the American people nor the war of Iran. This is Israel's war, designed for Israel's interests, for those who believe in Israel first. The cost is being paid by the people of Iran, the people of the region, and the people of the United States. Both the human and financial costs are being paid by ordinary people, by people standing at gas pumps. This situation must be prevented.